guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a quick tutorial on the smoky eye look that I created. Most of the shadows are in the Kat Von D Metal Matte palette, but you can recreate this look using any shadows that you have lying around at home. I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's get started. I'm going to start off priming my eyes with my concealer. It's the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and as always, I'm going to blend it out. What the heck? I don't even know what that was. I'm just going to set the concealer using the Bone Colored Shadow. And now I'm going to take a cool toned, semi-neutral transition shade, and I'm going to put that in my crease. And the shade I'm using is actually from the Tarte Holiday palette, and it's called Come What Gray, and it looks like this. It's lighter in person, but yeah, if any transition shade that's cool tone will work for this. So I'm just gonna take that, tilt my head back, and start blending that into my crease. Alright guys, and now that I have that where I want it, I'm going to go ahead and take the gray shade in the Kat Von D Metal Matte palette called Stone, right there. And I'm going to start blending that into my crease. And I'm just going to use the same brush I used for my transition shade. I'm going to switch back and forth between that brush and a clean blending brush, just to really blend out those edges and make sure everything looks seamless. And now that we have that transition stuff all blended out, I'm going to start packing the black shade called Jet from the Kat Von D Metal Matte palette. I'm going to start packing that on the outer corner of my lid. Now that I have that black down there, I'm going to go back in with my blending brush and just blend out the outer crease, just so I have no harsh lines. Now I'm going to take the shade Tinsel from the Kat Von D Metal Matte palette, and it's this gorgeous metallic silver shade. And I'm just going to take this on my ring finger and start packing it onto my inner corner. And I'm using my finger for this just because I feel like it has the best color payoff. And to do this, I have to get really close to a mirror, so I'll be back. Now that I have that metallic shade on the inner corner, I'm going to start packing a little bit more black on the outer corner just to make sure everything looks seamless. Now I'm going to go ahead and highlight my brow bone with that same bone shade we used in the beginning, just to really lighten it up. Okay guys, so that is the eyes. I'll be right back. I'm going to go do my foundation, concealer, and powder, and then we'll be back to finish the eye look. Alright guys, I am back. And if you haven't noticed, both my eyes are now done. I have foundation on, concealer, powder, and my brows. And for my brows, I actually used something different today. I used Brow Bar To Go by Whitening Lightning, which is also Draw Cosmetics. And I have Blonde to Brunette, and I use the darker shade in the palette just to fill in my brows. It looks like this. And then I set my eyebrows with my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper. And for foundation, I used the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, and I used the shade Soft Beige, which is actually a little too dark for me, but I brought it down my neck and I think it looks okay. Yes, the only thing I don't like about this foundation is it smells horrible, like paint. But I mean, like, once you put it on and blend it out, like, you can't smell it anymore, but whew, that first like whiff is like whew. And then I actually today blended it out with my Morphe 439 brush, and I think it looks really good. I think it looks really good blended out with a beauty blender and a brush, which most foundations you either like one or the other, but for this actually it doesn't really matter to me. I think they both look really good. But yeah, that's enough about that. Oh, and if you're wondering about concealer, I use the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and I am in the shade Light Warm. Alright guys, I'm going to zoom you in so we can finish off the eyes. We're going to start off using the Cool Tone Transition shade, and we're going to blend that along the entire lower lash line. Basically mimicking what we did on the top on the bottom, just without the metallic shade. So we have that transition shade all along the lower lash line, and now I'm going to take a smaller, more precise brush, and I'm going to use the gray color called Stone from the Kat Von D Metal Matte Palette. I'm going to take that about 3/4 of the way in, into the inner corner from the outer corner. Last but not least, we are going to take the black shade and put that on the very outer corner of our eye. Now to finish off the eyeshadow, I'm going to take the highlight that we're eventually going to use on our face. It's the City Color Highlight Trio. And only other things we need to do for the eye is put some mascara and eyeliner on, so I'm going to do that off camera and I'll be right back. This is the final eye look. And if you're wondering, I used the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara, and for my eyeliner, I used the L'Oreal Voluminous Smoldering Eyeliner. Now that we're all zoomed out, we're going to go ahead and finish the face. For contouring today, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette in the shade Dulce de Leche, and this is what it looks like. I'm just going to take a e.l.f. blending brush and go ahead and contour my cheekbones. Alright, and I'm also going to take some of this contour shade on my hairline. Just want to make everything look nice and even. Take a little bit on the jawline as well, and a little down the neck, just because this foundation is a tad too dark for me. Now we're going to highlight, and I'm using the same highlight that I used on the inner corners, the City Color Highlight Trio. And I'm going to use that same middle shade again. Hopefully, there we go. I'm just going to take it right on the tops of the cheekbones. And I want to use this more cool tone highlight because the eyes are cool. But you can do whatever you want. Makeup's makeup, and everyone has different opinions on what looks good and what looks bad. And you know, do whatever you want. Do whatever makes you feel good. And I'm also going to take a little bit of this on the tip of the nose and the Cupid's bow. To finish off the face, I'm going to be taking a blush, and because the eyes are so dramatic, you want to use a more neutral blush. So today for blush, I'm using the NYX Blush in the shade Nuditude, and it's super duper nude. And to completely finish out this look, I'm going to be using the ColourPop Ultra Satin Lippie in the shade Magic Wand. It's really nude, but again, you want to use something nude because the eyes are so dramatic. So I'm just going to put this on and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching today. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, just leave them in the comment section below and I will get back to you. And if you have any questions on what I used on my face today, everything will be linked in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!